What's going on, you guys? Good morning. I hope you guys are having a good day. And today, before I begin, I will say that nothing that I say in this video is financial advice. I'm not your financial advisor. I'm not your financial counselor. What you do with your money is your responsibility. You need to take responsibility for your buys and your sells, okay? So I got a question from a fella in the group chat, and he asked me how to onboard money into crypto. Okay, sounds like he's read up, he's done some research on the market. He wants to invest. Okay, he thinks it's a good time to invest right now into crypto, and he wants me to answer how he thinks that he can onboard into crypto safely, which means how to get dollars from your bank into crypto in the safest way possible. Okay, and to answer this question, you guys, it comes in two main parts, okay? Well, three. Yeah, there's two main ways to onboard money into crypto, okay? The first one is peer-to-peer. So you could meet somebody that you know in person that has a ton of crypto he's willing to sell, okay? This could be a miner. This could be just somebody who has a ton of crypto that he'd be willing to sell because he's been in the market a long time, and he's willing to, he's in profit, so he's willing to sell you some, right? That's the first way, okay? If you know somebody, if you're fortunate enough to know somebody who has a lot of crypto, then you can build a relationship with that person, and then you could set that up, okay? Number two is using, and this is the most common way for most of you guys, this is probably what you guys are gonna do, which is centralized exchanges, okay? Now, what is a centralized exchange? A centralized exchange is when you open up an account with essentially a crypto bank. It's basically a crypto bank where you can swap dollars for crypto, okay? And there's four for you US based guys. This is going to be the quickest and the fastest way for you guys to get your money into crypto, okay? And there's four main exchanges that I recommend, and those are Coinbase, Kraken, Gemini, and Crypto.com, okay? Those are the four main exchanges that I recommend, and I recommend you open up all the exchanges, okay? I recommend you open up every single one of them. Why do I recommend you open up every single one of them? Well, there's two main reasons for that. The first one is that not every exchange has every coin, right? So what do I mean by that? So if you want to get Sonic, Phantom Sonic, which is what our guys got recently, we've done very, very well with that in the chat, right? My guys did extremely well with Shadow. We've been printing money over there. So, but what you guys want to do is you guys can't get Phantom Sonic on Coinbase or on Actually, I don't know if you can get it on Crypto.com, but you definitely can get it on Kraken. My point is, guys, is that every exchange, every single exchange has different coins that they offer for you to be able to turn your dollars into crypto, okay? And you guys want to have multiple options. If you want to buy certain coins, if you want to buy certain tokens, you could get them quicker and you can get them more accessible, or you could minimize the amount of steps to get that coin. If you have multiple exchanges, you have multiple different pathways to be able to do that, right? Essentially being able to move your money around in different ways will allow you to get access to more crypto if you have all these exchanges open. So that's the first one, is access to more coins, okay? The second reason why opening up these exchanges is good is because you can only onboard and offboard so much money on one exchange in most cases, okay? If you guys want to onboard and offboard more than 50 grand or 25 grand, you guys are up in that area where you're onboarding that much capital at once, what you'll find is that they have weekly limits to how much you could buy, right? So for you high net worth individuals who have a bunch of cash and you guys want to compound the cash, right? Then you're not going to be able to do that if you don't have multiple exchanges online ready to go. So that's why you guys should get all four of those exchanges that I mentioned ready to go. Oh, and for you guys who aren't in the U.S., if there's people watching here that aren't U.S. based, okay, for whatever reason, okay, I think a lot of you guys are U.S. based, but if whatever reason, if you guys aren't U.S. based, right? Binance is your number one exchange go-to. And then in terms of the other ones, I think there's a few other European exchanges. I believe Mexi's one, and a few others. But for the most part, those are the big four. And so that's what I would recommend. If you want to onboard and offboard, if you want to take money out, you usually can only take so much out at one time, and you can only put so much in at one time. Okay. So that's important. That's important to know. And the other thing about these exchanges, you guys, is that during peak times, whether it be peak buying times, which means that when assets are like dropping down really, really aggressively, or when the market is very, very high up in price, what you'll notice is that these exchanges all of a sudden have technical problems and technical difficulties at times when most people are taking profits and selling, right? Because people are selling massive positions, and these exchanges in the background most likely are probably like, oh my God, we kind of need to chill out a little bit. There's a lot of people taking out. There's a lot of people. It's crazy, right? So they all of a sudden they go through technical difficulties when it's time to take profits. So having multiple exchanges for that reason too. Let's say Coinbase. Let's say you're wanting to take profits. You don't have any other exchange besides Coinbase, and you send your money to Coinbase to take profits or to offload money, and they're going through technical difficulties, right? So and you can't take profits. Now, if you had other exchanges, then you could be able to take profit. You could just send it over there, and then it's just good to have that. So it's good to have that option. Okay. So that's it, you guys. I hope I answered your question. I hope that helps. Exchanges are used, guys. The one thing I will say about centralized exchanges is that you guys should not leave your money on centralized exchanges. That's going to be a separate video. I'm going to talk about that at another time. But the centralized, guys, if your money is on a centralized exchange, if you're leaving your money on Coinbase or Robinhood or wherever, then you're doing it wrong, you guys. Okay, that's not your money. Okay, there was if you guys want to look up any details about that, look up the FTX. A lot of people lost a lot of their money because they left their money on exchange. They thought it was their money, but it's not. It wasn't their money. Okay, what you guys should be doing is you guys should be creating your own wallet, taking your money off the exchange, taking responsibility for your money, right? And start taking the money off exchanges and use the exchanges for what they're good for, which is onboarding and offboarding, and that's it. You guys should not be keeping your money on exchanges. If these exchanges go bust at some point, then your money's gone, right? Just like the FTX users did. They held their money on FTX, and FTX wasn't solvent. They weren't solvent for a long time, and a lot of people lost a lot of money. I mean, thankfully that guy is in jail now, right? So he, I'm talking about Sam Bankman-Fried, the owner of FTX. He was basically taking customers' money, and he was borrowing with it, and then using it and funding all these parties in the Bahamas and all this stuff. But yeah. So anyway, you guys. With that being said, thank you for the question. If you guys have any other questions, please write either in the comments or in the group chat in the Telegram. And like, comment, subscribe, all that stuff. If you guys want to get coached by me, join the Telegram group and at me privately, and then we could talk about pricing. If you guys want a consultation, same thing. Thank you. Have a good day. Bless up.